Gunter, Gunther, whatever your name is, at this point in time, however they pronounce it, the ring general, this message is for you. So you take pride on dismantling people's family members. You take pride on ending careers, and you take pride on being the most spoken and talked about person in that locker room back there and in the entire WWE universe. Oh yeah, people's reeling, talking about Roman versus CM Punk at Mania for the world title. But everybody still remembers the night where John Cena let you tap him out. So I'm not here to be a Captain Save-A-Ho or savior to the masses. I know Javon, the young OG, got his own. But if he somehow finds himself on the unforgiving side, in the unforgiving waiting arms of you in that sleeper hold, big bro got next, Javon, don't worry, I got you. See, what you're forgetting about Gunter, that there is no conspiracy theory, that there is no mind-boggling hidden gem or secret. The truth behind the matter is you're underestimating a couple of key components. And one man that you're underestimating is going to come back and bite you in the ass. See, it's not a secret, Gunter, that you are one of the most touted and most talked about, revered competitors. But I was born ready for people like you. And even if I fell, I know that there's one man waiting in the wings to take my place and take his rightful place as the person to put you down. Let me remind you of a couple of accolades of this man before I reveal his precious name to you and to the entire WWE universe. This man has been the IWGP New Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship champion twice. He was the first ever Ring of Honor Pure champion, its inaugural. A Ring of Honor Tag Team champion, TNA World Heavyweight Champion twice, the inaugural X Division champion, 6 times holding that belt. The TV champion over there in TNA, the OG TNA, I might add, where it was gritty and there was more than just a little bit of scraps for people to pick up. People were hungry. People were starved. And he was one of the littlest dogs in the biggest fight. The first Triple Crown TNA champion and the first one to Grand Slam in that company's history. He has also held the NWA World Championship 3 times, becoming a tag team champion there twice. He was the leader of the Bullet Club, being tag team champions in New Japan Pro Wrestling on top of heavyweight champion twice, leading the Bullet Club into from its past into its present and shaping its future. All before he became a WWE superstar, I might add, in his illustrious 20-plus career. When he stepped foot here in the Rumble, his name rung bells and his presence was awe-inspiring. Becoming a United States champion, becoming a tag team champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, and a 2-time WWE champion. He has a career-defining resume, and his legacy knows no bounds. There is no denying feat that the man's legacy is awesome, that his feats are incredible, and the man is legendary. Let me remind you about a man whose blood, sweat, and tears shaped the professional wrestling world that you know today. that you cut your teeth on and you got to the promised land because a man who helped the ground breaks of TNA wrestling become one of the most legendary organizations in the professional wrestling scene. Not only has he grinded on the independent circuit, but made his name so legendary that it rings bells in any company, professionally, amateurly, nationally, or internationally. And Gunther, pay attention, Gunther, because this part is important. He's a man who never gives up and a man who never quits, no matter what the odds are stacked against him. And I am not talking about John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, because there's one fact that still remains in all of this. If the fierce one, Kai Fierce, cannot be the one to redeem the respect and credibility of the legends that you've put down, if Javon slips into that sleeper hold and for a couple of fleeting moments cannot open his eyes, and if all else fails, there is one man that's going to come back and reclaim his glory, because nobody is going out the way he did like this man. You guys know him. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about. From NWA to New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA, right here to WWE. The man has done it all. It's been everywhere. And he earned the nickname Phenomenal. Gunther, I want you to pay attention very closely. Because when you close your eyes, you're not going to have to worry about Fierce. You're not going to have to worry about the young OG. You don't have to worry about Bill Goldberg, John Cena, or any other legend. You're going to have to worry about one man. One man. One phenomenal athlete on one more run. And it's pathetic and pitiful that you have to be the one guy that stands in his way of holding one last dream. He has one more mission before his phenomenal career, his legendary career, can be put to rest. And it starts with putting you down. So, when Uncle Allen comes back, when AJ Styles laces up his boots, when it's time to dance, I have one question for you, and I want you to always remember that I asked you first. Are you going to be ready when AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, gets ready to fly? But until then, you got to deal with me. And that's not no easy task. And I know defeating you ain't a cakewalk. No matter what happens, when I face you in that ring next week, there'll be no games. There'll be no taunts. There'll be willpower versus strength. You have the strength, I have the willpower. Win, lose, draw. I have a backing. And I'm fighting for something more than just fierceness, more than just the WWE Universe, more than just Javon, and more than just the locker room. For if I fail, it will mean nothing. Because as of right now, there's a higher power at play. And I am not talking about the WWE execs. There's something stronger coming for you. There is a hurricane coming, a storm brewing. There's an ice age ready to engulf you in an entire volcano of eruption destined to pour down on your head. And only one man's going to cause it. And that's the one man that when it leaves my lips and reaches your ears, it will be forever etched in your mind. And that will be the name and the new face of fear in your conscience. And that is AJ Styles.